Welcome to Room 24. I'm here with my co-host Sam and Abby, and today on this episode, you feel me, we got our special guest all the way from Milwaukee. Y'all put your hands together. Y'all get a couple of things, you feel me, for Nessa. Say what up, gang. Where you? Oh wait, we already know where you from. Say how old you is and shit.
Give us your Instagram handle.
Okay, my name is Nessa. My Instagram is _artslover.
Now give us yours. Since you did that whole big intro, let us know where we can follow you.
Maka 2_T.
There you go. All right, guys, what's poppin'? Welcome back to another episode of Room 24. I'm Abby.
And like Maka said, I'm Sam.
And we got Maka and Nessa with us today.
And today we're going to be talking about music and lifestyle. And from Maka's perspective, he's an artist. And then we have over here the other perspective of the woman who's dating the artist. And we're going to get both perspectives of their lifestyles and what they go through on a daily basis. So it's about to get on and poppin'.
Right before we get right into the questions, we're going to take a shot. Because that's how we always start off our episodes. So, Nessa wanted to get fucked up, so that's what we gonna do today. And my birthday's tomorrow, so y'all already know what we're gonna do. Exactly.
Right.
Let's go. Wait, I don't even have a shot, but I'm gonna pour another one because I'm like that. Yeah. And fuck it.
Oh, God.
I'm knocking shit down. I don't know if this is a good idea. Hold up.
That's definitely more than half a shot, bro.
That's definitely more than half a shot. Maka is not drinking with us today. He'll be drinking in spirit. So
he's a straight edge. Never touched a lick of nothing or anything.
Like, this glasses is fire.
Room 24. Zoom into that shit. Okay.
Cheers to a good episode.
Cheers, guys.
And happy pre-birthday to my
Thank you.
Cheers.
I'm scared. Hold on. I'm actually scared. Hold on. I'm the last one to take it. Hold on. To 25 bitches. Yeah. You know what's funnier than 24?
25?
I'm
weak.
No chasers.
Fuck that. Ew.
Okay. It's your birthday tomorrow.
Bet we gonna get fucked up.
You're wild.
All right. So we're gonna get right into the nitty gritty, and we want to know when did you get into music, and then we'll get to you. When did you get into the modeling industry? We're gonna start off with Maka.
When I get into music, I got into music. Truthfully, I always been around like music. You know what I mean? Like my mom's either put me in like the choir in church and stuff like that, but I didn't like take it seriously until like after I got out of high school. You know what I mean? Like balling ain't work out. Normal nonchalant shit, like, you feel me, kid ain't work out in school sports. So like you either get in trouble or you hop in the booth. So I chose to do both.
Church choir? Love it.
So would you say around like 18 was when you started like really getting into the music industry stuff? Okay. And then Nessa, when did you really start taking modeling serious?
I think when I moved out here
to LA.
Because like Milwaukee, you can't really do much there. They don't really provide you with a lot of opportunities.
Right.
So moving out here just already gave me the inspiration to having so many different options that, like, you know.
Before you moved to LA though, was that like something you were like looking forward to do?
No, because when I was telling Sam, like, I used to be a dancer, so straight high school, college, even when I was before high school, like I did straight ballet, modern, African, jazz, hip hop, you know, all
anything
of it.
you could think of.
Anything.
Right.
And then before that, I was a gymnast, so all I knew was just like gymnastics, dance. And then coming out here, I was like, I want to do something different. Like everybody always asks me like, why you don't dance no more? And I just like, I don't know, I want to do something different. I want to try something different. I already know I'm good at dance.
It's time to step it up, do something else, change it up.
Income, you know what I'm saying?
What could out with a little video?
Yeah, you know, it's still cool to do that, but like, it's time to elevate. It's time to open your options.
And there's nothing wrong with that. There's always like, I feel like when you try different things, you kind of like start learning more shit about yourself too.
Facts. And it's all
so
about
maybe
elevation.
like the whole dancing thing, like you already knew you could do that. So now it's like, what else can I do?
Facts.
I can model too, bitch. Like,
Period.
I can do it all.
Period.
Right. And like, who would you guys say was your biggest influence for you? Like, who's your biggest influence in music?
Get back to me on that one.
Who is
My biggest
influence when it comes to like either dance or modeling? Like, who's somebody who you would say you look up to?
okay. My first person I initially like would think of is I think of her as like my godmom, but she was my dance teacher in high school.
Okay,
Her name was Miss Jordan. Well, her name is Miss Jordan.
Jordan.
Shout out Miss Jordan, because you know what I'm saying. That just like she always looked out for me. Past dance, past you know what I'm saying. School, she just made sure, and still to this day, still be hitting me up. So
We love a good
regardless,
influencer.
like regardless of, I don't know. I'm not gonna say I can relate to people that's like a celebrity, but like somebody that I grew up with, talk to every single day. They know my life. I know their life. I you know what I'm saying. I met
That's
their
more
moms.
influence
That's
over
just more influence to me because
Right.
it hit harder. And
Someone
they-
you could like feel like you're more intact with.
exactly,
Right.
exactly.
And then back to you, someone who's like an influence in music for you.
See, like growing up, so my family's from the islands, as you guys know. So like we were like a reggae household. So like you know what I mean. Like obviously we had like the
Love
Pikes
that.
and Biggies and stuff like that, but
Got to.
that wasn't who I was like
Good
looking
ting,
towards. You know what I
okay?
mean? Like because before I started taking music seriously, like you know, like I would only make reggae music. Or like, you know, I would learn how to play songs like on the guitar, the ukulele. So like it wasn't like, you know, I was rapping and shit like that. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I feel like my biggest musical influence like growing up was like Lucky Dube was like a reggae artist. That's like my pop's favorite artist. So like every day like we're listening to that shit in the car and stuff like that. Like we didn't really listen to the radio and stuff like, you know what I mean?
Mhm.
So yeah, that's my
Same.
biggest-
That's
You still
dope.
got your old little reggae songs?
for sure. For sure. It ain't never gonna make it out, but you know what I'm saying?
I feel that because like I grew up listening to hella reggae, hella dance hall, hella salsa. So like that's definitely like strong as hell.
Mhm.
Like,
Especially when your parents kind of like just listen to that shit and you
At
grew up
all
on that
times.
shit, had to wake up
Facts.
on the weekends listening to that shit, knowing you were gonna have to clean the house and shit.
yeah,
like
Sunday.
you knew what the
Sunday
fuck was
morning.
going on.
Facts. You hear that salsa? It's time to get the fabuloso. Okay.
Exactly.
I didn't grow up like that, but I can relate.
Yeah.
In a different way. With different music. Mine was like the Temptations.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
Like the OJ.
Yeah.
But for the next question, we want to know what keeps you guys going even when you feel like you don't get the recognition, because I feel like LA is all about artists, models, actors, entertainers. Like it's very hard to come up in this city because there's so much of it. So what keeps you going when you don't get the recognition? We'll start with Nessa first.
I like being low key. I like, you know what I'm saying? I don't like all that attention. So as long as I'm still getting a bag and I'm happy, I don't need that flashy ass, like extra ass shit when it comes to like recognition, I guess.
Right.
Anybody would take like the money over the fame.
Yeah,
Or like, you know, like
I don't need all
yeah.
of that. And I'm still getting a bag. I'm still happy. I'm still surrounded around all the people I, you know what I'm saying, love and cherish, and they support and respect me. I'm cool.
Right.
I don't need all of that extra shit. Especially
I definitely see where you're coming from, because I feel like you said a lot of people would take the money over the fame, just because I feel like it's more rewarding. Like, you know, you're doing
Facts.
something and you're getting like an instant like gratification for
Right.
it, rather than like getting recognition, which is cool. Like, all right, cool. Like, people know who the fuck you are, but like, what are you really getting out of it? What are you getting out
don't
of like
need
what you do?
Yeah, I don't need everybody else's approval, because I know
Mhm.
deep down, if I'm putting in my hard work and doing what I'm supposed to be doing, I'm getting my own recognition, and
Right.
can't nobody beat that. Can't nobody tell me, oh yeah, you did good. I know I did good. What you mean?
Okay,
You know?
side note, I just watched the James Brown documentary, and his documentary, he was very egocentric, even though I love him. Yeah, but anyways, he really wanted to be known
No,
in
and
the
it is
world.
people like that.
Yeah.
For sure, that thrive for that, like, pay attention to me.
Yeah.
You know? But like, I love being at home. You know what I'm saying? I love being cool. I love being like, oh, who is that? You don't know me. For a fact.
It's okay.
It's
But if you see
okay.
me, just know.
Just know. Yeah.
That makes sense.
It's different. I feel like it's different. It go with your personality. You either want that shit or you don't want that shit.
That's true.
I
definitely see that.
too.
Yeah. I like saying out the way.
Yeah.
And I feel that way about both of y'all. I feel like y'all are both on your shit. You guys are constantly getting shit done, doing y'all thing. And it's like, people might not know about y'all yet, but when they do, they gonna know who the fuck y'all are.
Period.
You know?
Yeah.
Okay.
Anything else you got to say to that, Maka?
I mean, no, it's pretty much covered it. You know?
Yeah.
All right, and do you feel like being an artist has affected like your relationships ever, or like I know you've been in a long ass relationship, you're goddamn like married already or whatever, but like do you feel like because of like the stereotypes of like rappers and like y'all not being shit and stuff, like do you feel like that's ever affected your relationship in any type of way?
I think just being a dude, you already lost from the jump. You know, like the whole niggas ain't shit, like, you know, stigma. Like, as far as like being like the music shit, it has its days, you know what I mean? Like there's days where it's like sometimes like you may not even be doing some of the shit, but like, you know, you go with like the group or whatever, you know what I mean? So it's like, I don't know, sometimes it do get in the way of things, or like to where like I know if I like pop out at a certain event, like I know my girl be tripping on me. But for the most part though, like you said, like I've been in a long ass relationship, so like she knows, like, you know what I mean, she knows the deal. Like most of the time when I hop out, like she knows like I'm gonna go get some money or like do whatever I gotta do and then come right back home. You know, like I'm not really the party type. You know, I don't smoke, I don't drink. So it's like most of the time I be out, like I really be bored because I be watching niggas get high and drunk.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Do you feel like in the beginning though, when you were first coming up and
it
you
was
started
horrible. It was horrible
because she wasn't used to it.
Not only that, but I was choosing to like go out of state or like choosing to like go to the studio rather than hang out with her. So like it was cutting out, like, you know what I mean? Before, like when we was like in high school, I had nothing to do besides practice and go kick it with her. You know what I mean? So it's like once I actually like really not even, cause like I think when I first started, like I was only, cause I was paying for sessions. Like I was only going like maybe like once a month, right, Mikey? Like once a month. But it wasn't until like I started catching buzz and like niggas started tapping in and shit like that, to where it was like, then it was like not really a problem, but there was like, it was taking time out from her. So like the balancing part, and you feel me? If anyone do music or anything, bro, like the balancing the lifestyle with your personal life and your home, especially like with family, it doesn't have to be just your girl. Like that's the hardest part. But once you get it down, bro, you feel me? Or like once they all understand and see the progress, it'll get easier, you know?
Okay. And then Nessa, like on the other side of dating the artist, do you feel like the stereotypes are true? Like all men really ain't shit. All rappers got hoes.
No.
Like,
Cause when I tell you
and the only reason I'm gonna like agree with Nessa is because back in like 2018, when this bitch had barely came out here and we were going out all the time, just doing reckless shit, living our best single lives, the man she is currently with was hitting her up at the time. And I remember she left my house one day and was like, hold on, we had gone out to a day party. We went out to a day party. I don't know if you remember. And it was a crazy ass night. And I'm pretty sure you already know which night it was. Because right after that, like, I'm telling you, like, we got fucked up. We were doing crazy ass shit that whole day. And then we came back to my place. And then this bitch was like, you got some leggings and like a t-shirt I could borrow?
Bitch,
I'm about
I'm
to
out.
take a shower.
I'm about to go see my nigga, period.
She's like, I'm about to go take a shower and I'm out. And I was like, bitch,
we had a great day, bitch, but I gotta go see my man.
We had just went out all day with other people, and then this bitch just took off on me and was like, I'm about to go see my man.
That was a younger Nessa. But as far as right now, bitch, you are funny. Okay, let me tell you, you funny. I don't know. Right now it's different. I don't know. It's just different.
When he's away, you don't feel.
I trust my nigga with everything, and my nigga know what he got.
Preach.
Tuh.
And side
You
note,
see me, okay? My
side
nigga knows
note,
what he got.
not all rappers got hoes.
Never.
These
When he
niggas
know what he
ugly.
got, he is
These niggas really be
appreciative.
broke. And the girls are the grimiest part, bruh. Niggas are shit. Women ain't shit, bruh. Girls go to the nigga with the chains and the money. You feel me? Then they gonna go, you feel me, do they Dougie, and then they take off with shit in the hotel. Or, you feel me, they milk them for their bread a long
What
time.
type of shorties you been around?
Zero. You feel me?
That's right.
Got
That's
a strong wifey
That's
at the
a loyal
crib, you
man
know what I'm
right
saying?
there.
But I know, you feel me, my niggas,
No,
you know
yeah,
what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say no names, but I've seen shit that happen.
That's 100 though, because let me tell you, when a nigga know what he got, he gonna cherish that. He gonna appreciate that. He gonna every single day know I don't want to lose that. So I'm not gonna
Okay.
jeopardize that.
But some of them don't even realize
And
what
that's-
they got until they fuck up.
And let me tell you, that's they fucking fault.
Hey,
Okay.
is going to the strip club cheating for y'all?
No, let me tell you, my nigga calls me from the strip club and I be like, tuh, I like it. I like it.
Kind of niggas y'all fucking with. You'll never see me at a strip club. Never. I ain't never throwing a single. Hey, watch out! Whoa! Hey, watch out, bro. Why y'all trying to burn out the spot? Hold up, bro. Y'all trying to burn out room 24 right quick. You will never see me at a strip club. I would never spend another $1 on a hoe, bro. I mean,
That's
they not
cool.
hoes. They not hoes,
That's
bruh.
cool, but let me tell you, I'm cool with my man's going to a strip club. I love going to the strip club
Be
with my
going
man.
to the strip club with my man. Exactly.
And I'll throw once. He gonna say which bitch you like. I'ma like.
Period.
tuh,
And that's really
her,
how
her,
it
and her.
be. That's really how it fucking
But
be.
I like females as well. So
You
that's
gotta go to the strip club with your bitch, and I feel like it'll definitely.
She's not a bitch. She's not a bitch. She's a wonderful woman.
Bye. I'm referring to everybody as a bitch, so. bitch. Yo, bitch, my bitch, yo, bitch.
I feel like bitch is a universal term. Like universal, it means so many different things that you could say. And as a female,
He knows she's gonna watch. That's why he's
as a
doing
female,
that.
you already know. You already know. Like, yeah.
All right, Vanessa, do you really feel like the stereotypes are not true? Like you can vouch for that?
What about when
Think
you
about
first
for your
met him? Were you like, whatever?
No.
I'm not.
It's been too much history in our relationship for me to feel like you don't know what you got. And I know what the fuck I am. I know what I carry. I know what you know what I'm saying? You know what I bring to the table? You'll be a dumb nigga if you fuck this up.
Does he bring a lot back?
Energy. Okay.
Bold and energy. I know that nigga bring it home to bring. You feel me?
He
Go ahead,
give
tell
me
that- tell that,
everything
you
I
feel me?
need
Hype
and
my nigga
then
up. You
some.
feel me? Yeah.
And then some.
And
he
then
gives me,
some.
He gives me the world.
Hello.
I asked for
Hello.
the universe, bitch. He give me the universe times 10. Okay.
The solar system.
That's
solar
hella
system.
universes, cuz. That's hella right
Yeah.
there. I fuck
Okay.
with it.
Yeah.
How did you and your man meet?
He hit my DMs in 2017 because he from my city.
Okay.
And he just like, I actually recently just screenshot it because like I seen some shit about like when the first time somebody hit you and
The
then
flashback.
related like now. Yeah, he hit my DMs with a trophy. Because he knew.
He knew from the
He
beginning.
knew from the beginning. But no, he hit my DMs in 2017 and he was just like, I never seen no female like you came out my city. I'm from Milwaukee. So he from Milwaukee. He grew up in Atlanta. And
That's just what it is.
that's just
It
what
was
it
history
is.
from
Yeah,
there.
it's history on and off. And then now it's just, it is what it is.
I have
Right.
a question, like, because of like his name, are you hesitant to tell people right away?
No, bitch, I date K Camp. Period.
No, I'm just because some people are. They're just like,
No,
I don't.
I'm so proud and I'm so like, I feel when you dating somebody, especially like that as well, like I'm so proud of him just because I've seen his growth as a person, as an artist, just like there's
Just
two overall, like I'm so proud to say like that's my man.
Yeah.
I love him. I cherish him. You know what I'm saying? Like everything about it,
That's
because
so
I hope he doing the same thing for me. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not the same person I was when we first met. So therefore, you know what I'm saying? Be proud. I'm that's my man's. Listen to his album.
And I can say that.
all of
Let
that.
me get a feature.
We could talk later. We could talk later.
And I can say this from knowing Nessa before she started dating him, and like after is like this bitch just is glowing different. She just looks so much happier. Like every
Yeah.
time I talk to her, it's just positive vibes. Like before that, it was just like we would have shit to talk about, and it wasn't always good things. And now it's just like literally.
when you
And
happy
now,
about life, you're gonna be
Yeah.
prospering life
Mhm.
in so many good ways.
and that makes
that-
me happy because if my bitch is happy, then I'm happy, and it's
Yeah.
always positive shit now. So
I'm
shout
Period.
out to him.
Gonna hold you like because I'm from the East Coast and I went to school like 2 hours outside of Atlanta. Like he's pretty well known there. He was one of my favorite artists, and actually it was so funny. Me and my boyfriend, he was like, "Hey, isn't that girl you're friends with?" Like we actually saw that you guys dated first because of him on his
Yeah.
page, and I was like, "Oh, okay."
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was the first person to post me, and I was like, ooh, okay.
It's real now.
I was like, okay, post it there, babe. Post it. Cause that I don't know. I'm not really a big like. I like having my
Privacy.
privacy, and like all of that. And when he did that, it's not really like a big thing, but it is kind of a big thing. Just because,
Right.
like, you know what I'm saying, especially with his limelight and his life, it is.
Yeah.
I mean, I say is a big thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this is gonna go hand in hand with our next question, which was, how do you handle like women throwing themselves at you all the time, like as a rapper, someone who is like
Bitch, you're
out
goofy.
there, right? Like, how do you, someone who's in a relationship, who's been in a like long time relationship, how do you handle yourself like having women come at you all the time, throwing themselves at you? Like, what do you do?
See, this is what happens when you surround yourself with the people of God. You know what I'm saying? When you just walk around,
Okay.
you know, it's just I'm just playing. But honestly, bro, like you really most of the time, bro, like women ain't really how do I put this, bro, without offending people. Before I get jumped.
He's about to go off on us.
Women are like
Hyenas.
Yeah.
No, oh God, I'm not even gonna hold you.
Women
Nah,
are hyenas.
We
Nah.
know what the fuck we want.
Period.
I feel like women are they're a lot more bold and stuff like that when they're out and with the group of people, you know what I mean? But like a simple no, like they know no means no. Dudes on the other hand, I feel like it's harder for like you guys. Like when a dude pushes up on you guys, like or like a rapper who has like
I
some
can't
type of limelight.
I can't agree because I just be like, honestly, like you might be who you are if you are somebody, or you might be this, or you might have this, but you're not comparing to my person. I don't care what you got. I don't care who you are. I don't care what you talking about. You is not my person. Period.
No, yeah, I feel you on that.
And I feel like women kind of know what men want, like off the jump. Like we know whether you want to just fuck. We know whether you actually like have good intentions for us. Like I feel like we know. Like it's kind of like our women's intuition. Yeah.
We do say we do understand no more than men. So I feel like when the situations are reversed, if we say no, or even if we lie and say we got a boyfriend and we don't, men will still come after it. Women, it's very rare that women, like, if you say no, because we're already like, oh damn, this nigga already said no to me, I'm not about to beg him.
Yeah, exactly. Because like when women say no, usually then like the niggas start like get the flex in or like getting like, all right, whatever, you feel me, or like try to do shit to be like turn that no into a yes. You know what I mean? Like when women get a no, it's like two things. Like they'll either just walk away and like go find the next dude, or like they'll turn like, all right, you ain't shit anyway, you fucking weak ass.
But I
So
feel
is
like
that
I
what
also
happens to you?
Most of the time, you feel me? But
You say no and they're like, all right, whatever.
But I also
At least
feel
they
like
respect it.
there is women, and I feel like Sam, you can relate to this because you've talked about this before. I think in season 1 is where you say like getting a no almost kind of makes you want to go after them even more.
That's only with certain men. Like if there's a man that I know, because like men, the difference with men is if you say no, they will keep chasing even though you really don't want to be chased. Men play these little stupid ass head games. So if you say no and I can tell I can change your mind, then yeah, I might push up on you like a little bit more. Like I'll do the little chase thing with you, but that's only if I'm really fucking with your energy.
I feel like even if
Yeah.
you don't give them no type of attention, they will do that. I feel like every girl can agree with us and say that they have at least one man in their DMs that just be talking to themselves. Like they just
Yeah.
be talking to themselves.
But you know what's so funny though is like, okay, so my man recently just went to Atlanta for like a business trip, and like I can agree with him on this in my opinion, because he said, bro, like I've never been out here, but like women are way more bold out here, like, and I do feel like East Coast women are a lot more like they don't give a fuck, like they will be like, I want to fuck you right now. But LA, he was like, girls are a little bit more bougie there, like they won't come up to you, they want you to come to them. So when he was there, he was like, bro, like women were literally throwing themselves. It's like East Coast women are like a little bit more bolder. So it's like maybe, you know, they're more on the side of like when you tell a man no, they keep going. Like there are women out there, if you say no, they will actually keep going like a nigga. Like
Right. And for you, like on the other side, we know that there's always going to be like these bitches throwing themselves at your man because they know who he is. They know like what stature he holds. Like, how do you feel about that shit? Knowing that you can't always be there? Because obviously, like, I know y'all are doing like the whole long distance thing, and like you can't always be there at every concert. You can't always be there to see like what he's doing.
No, what's really funny though is because he told me there was this one shorty that hit him in his DMs and said, what did she say? She was like, I can't wait to go to like one of your concerts soon and see. I hope your girlfriend is there. She's so fire. Bitch, yeah, because you motherfucking know. But if I'm not there, like, I don't know. I trust him. Like, I don't care. I really could care less about any female hitting his DM, any female, like, you know what I'm saying, after concerts trying to kick it. Like, I don't care
Bitch,
if he
you ain't
around
me.
there.
Have they ever tried him in front of you? Like you actually?
Bitch, stop playing with me. Child, no, never. That's never. And a lot of, it's crazy because a lot of my homegirls, not even a lot, but like a couple of my homegirls have told me some stories about some shit like that happened to them. And I really cannot relate because, bitch, I wish you fucking would.
Right.
I really fucking wish you bitches would. Bitch, I would. No.
Have you ever had like a
Like,
bitch try to
in
like
front of you, in front
of
like,
your
that's a level
girlfriend?
of disrespect that I could never imagine a shorty trying me on.
right?
I think so. Like the last, I would say like it's the only real time like someone tried to get at me while my girl was there. And the crazy part was I introduced him like, "This my girl." Woo, woo. You know what I mean? Like it was at a yeah, like no, like I didn't say that, but like you know what I mean. And it was at a music video, and like the girl was just doing like hella extra shit for no reason. Like she was in like she was an extra.
Yeah.
Like she was like pushing like different limits. You know what I mean? So it's like yeah.
You said she was an extra.
Bruh, it got my girl so hot that she had left the
no,
shoot.
Me as a girlfriend,
She cut.
I'm
but
telling
look,
no. If this is me as your girlfriend in this situation, I'm telling that bitch is cut.
No,
you
yeah,
gotta
but-
go. I'm not
So,
going nowhere.
look,
You
so
gotta go.
I thought my girl was hot at me, right? So I'm thinking like, fuck, bro, like, I'm about to hear it later. So like, whatever. I put my phone away and hella shit because I didn't want to have my phone buzzing while like I'm in the video. Yeah, you know what I mean.
You still got a job.
So I go home and shit like that, and she hella cool. I'm like throwing off. I'm like, bro, what the fuck happened? She's like, nah, I just didn't want to be there around her. I was like, so I'm cool. She's like, yeah. Why did you hang out with her afterwards? Or like that? I was like, no, hell nah. And so like, I mean, sometimes like it really depends. Like, you know what I mean? Like, so like that just showed like my girl like her level
It's
or
just
how
a level
comfortable.
of trust.
Yeah, you know what I mean. It's
Really,
like
at the
off
end
the
of the
shit
day,
you were
it's just a
saying.
level
Like,
of trust.
What was this girl doing to like be hella extra and just,
Juicy.
like, so much like so fucking extra that your girl had to leave? I want to know.
so all right, cause she gonna know when I say it.
That's
like,
cool.
But
Tuh.
Bitch,
Bitch,
Anyway.
bitch, you know what you was doing when you fucking did it, so you
So,
get outed.
it was just like some extra shit. Like she'll either like. So all right, like I said, she was an extra. She wasn't supposed to be like, she was just filling in like the space in the background. You know what I mean? But like she'll either, so I don't know if it was towards me or like towards the camera, but she'll always try to get some like extra time in or like, come grab my hand and put it around her, shit like that. You know what I mean? Like little extra things and like
She said, "I'm in a video."
exactly. You know what I mean? So it was like,
I'm a video vixen.
and
bitch.
this was low budget before runs, before jokes up, before anything. This is like me and one cameraman. That's it. There's no high budget, nothing. So my girl over here,
You gonna see.
that's what I'm saying. So my girl was over here. It was literally like 4 people on set. So my girl was like, I'm out, like I'm gone. You feel me?
You
So
know what's so funny is like I actually did like remember that music video we all had done together? I had actually asked her that question because I was hella curious, and I don't like that was the first time I met her too, and I don't really have a filter, so I was like, oh, I'm curious. And she's probably like, this bitch don't even know me. Like, I was like, have you ever felt comfortable? And she actually told me that exact story, like no names or anything. But she was like, yeah, I dipped. She was like, I wasn't mad at him, but like, I'm not about to watch. Like,
Yeah.
and I was like, damn, that was, she handled it very well.
especially like for it,
'Cause
like
you fired.
nah, yeah, you feel me? She a queen of hella shit. But like even at that, like she didn't want to scoop down to that level to where like you gotta cut. I'm telling you, it was only like 3 people on set. Like it was a low budget. Feel me? Before the money came, before anything came, like you feel me? So I fuck with her. I fuck with her for real.
Okay, Maka, if you were single, how do you think life as an artist would be different for you? Answer as honestly as possible.
All right, as honest as possible. Wait, repeat it one more time. How
If
would
you
life
were
be
single,
different?
how would, because people do get tempted by that, even men that aren't single. But so I'm saying, like, you have so much access. Like, the bigger you become, the more access you have to things freely.
Yeah.
So how do you think you would, like, when you start to get like really up there, like you're already rising, even from like knowing you in the couple years I've known you, off of like association, I've seen you grow. So like you're gonna get bigger. Like if you were single, how do you think like you would act differently?
I mean, to be honest, there's like, okay, so like in my relationship, there's really no like barriers. Like she'll never say like you can't do a certain thing. You know, like when I asked you guys about the strip club, like she never said you can't go to the strip club. It's just my my preference. You know what I mean? So it's not like if I was single, I'll be at strip clubs, partying and shit like that. Like she, or not, I'm not gonna say she, but like my relationship doesn't bound me to that. You know what I mean? So it's like, well, I can't really answer that question to where it's like, because I don't know, like, you know what I'm being restricted of. Besides, like, obviously, like going to party and stuff like that and being able to, like, you know, like spin off with a girl or like fly a different girl out to, you feel me? Like everything I do, like, is really, I'm really a boring dude. Like I get money and I go home. Like I don't hang out, I don't smoke, I don't drink. You feel me? Like I get money and I go home.
You think you'd have a little bit more bodies to you though?
For sure. I mean, obviously, I'm not getting bodies after not playing, but obviously, you know what I mean. As like anybody would, like being young, free, like you're supposed to have fun. You know?
But I think you being in a 7-year relationship, kind of like, I feel like you kind of already know what it's like to be in a long-term relationship, so you can't really see yourself out of it. But completely take yourself out of that 7-year relationship. How old were you when you first started dating your girl? He's like,
I don't know, like what, like
16. Okay, so you were still in
How
high
old are
school.
you?
I'm 22.
You little baby.
He is. But think about it. You were still in high school.
All right.
I think because you were in a relationship, you kind of just moved a certain way. You were kind of always more reserved because you were in a relationship. But taking yourself completely out of it, if you were not in a relationship, do you really think you would be as reserved? Like, is that just like really your personality, or do you think because you were in a relationship from such a young age that shaped you into being the reserved person you are now?
I think one thing for sure, like I would just be out of state more, like longer. You feel me? Like I always not. I don't.
To do what?
I'm not gonna indict myself, but you know, like I would be out of state, like either like networking or putting in footwork. You know what I mean? So it's like I'll be out there longer because I normally like cut my cut my trip short, or like, you feel me? Or I just skip out on trips in general. Okay. You know what I mean? Especially like if like the gang having pop ups, like, you know, in certain places, certain areas, or like hella bitches, where it's like not really my style anyways. You know what I mean?
But is that not your style because you're in a relationship?
Nah, I really just don't fuck. Like if you invite me to a party, I'm not pulling up.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm not pulling up.
I'm not. You feel me? And I would tell you to your face, like, we in there. I reposted on my story talking about pull up on me, but I will not show up. And that's just me though. I've been that way since high school. My whole high school career, I went to 2 parties, and I was like prom after party, and I think the other one I only went because my brother was working security. So we was posted at the front door. We wasn't even in that motherfucker. We was in there.
And I definitely get that, only because I think me and Nessa were the same way. Since I've known this bitch, we get invited to shit. We know we can go to this shit, but like we'd rather be ducked off. Yeah, we'd rather be in the house chilling. And then the day comes and we're like,
with your little nightcap on.
No, yeah, with my bonnet on, watching some Netflix or something. Cause no.
Right. And Nessa, since you moved out here to LA, do you see yourself like staying out here? Do you want to move back to Milwaukee eventually?
Girl, bye.
Like,
what? Never. I don't know. Atlanta's really grown on me, because definitely when the first time I visited Atlanta, I did not like it.
okay.
I didn't like it at all. I couldn't connect to it. I don't know.
What was the hardest part about like connecting to Atlanta?
I don't know. Like, I really don't know.
You just wasn't
It's
feeling
just,
it.
Yeah, like it remind me now that I've been there, and shit feels a little bit more homey, just 'cause,
Okay.
you know what I'm saying, I'm with my mans and everything. It remind me a little bit of home, just 'cause like the weather and everything. But like, I don't know if I could see myself living there. I love going there every other month and shit for what I'm doing now, but I don't know if I could see myself living there. But I don't
Living
know.
in LA, is that something more up your alley?
I don't know if I want to. I know for sure, and this might be, y'all take offense to it, but I know I'm not trying to raise my kids here.
Okay.
Girl, honestly,
And everything
I
now
feel
past
you.
this point, like, I'm thinking about not necessarily marriage, but just like family, kids, you know, like adult life. And I don't know if I really would want to raise my kids here. But the only other place that I really feel like I would, and I feel like even more than LA, just because I moved here for the weather, honestly. Like, I love LA for the weather, but I'm way deep down a New York type of bitch. Like, I love New York in every fucking way possible. No, I never lived in New York, but I want to live in New York when I'm, you know what I'm saying, like older, when I could live that like real bougie lifestyle.
Why don't you want to raise your kids over here? I'm just asking because
I
like
don't-
you guys
I
you guys aren't from LA,
Yeah,
but we
yeah.
are. You feel me? So I just want to ask
For
like
sure, for
because
sure.
I like this. You feel me? This point of view, like you know what
Yeah,
I mean? Like,
for sure. I don't know. It's just like the people that
The
I've
bad
met-
bitch life ain't for everybody.
you feel me?
Period. Okay.
It's
let
hard
me
out
say-
here being. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, I don't know. I just like the people that I've met, and definitely not Abby, and you know my people that's really from LA. Like, I just know the way that I grew up and how I grew up, I wouldn't want that for my kids. So I know
Right.
that Milwaukee is never an option, or just, you know, like small city mindsets. But then coming to LA, where just even as a person that's lived here for 3 years, like the pressure, the real pressure of living here and seeing every single day, if I don't have this, if I don't look like this, and that goes with social media as well, you know, growing. And by the time I have kids, it's going to be, you know, 1,000 times worse.
Yeah, for
Exactly. So I don't want that for my kid. You know what I'm saying? I don't want for them to live a certain lifestyle. And I'm going to always put on for my kids. My kids is going to be Gucci regardless. But the pressure that go into living in such a city, and that, I mean, that still go with New York too.
I respect that
But
answer
like,
though.
it's just a lot. And I don't want my kid to deal with something that's unnecessary, I guess.
Nah, it definitely is.
But at the same time, I love New York and I love LA, and I'm such a big city person that I don't know yet where I would really want to settle and raise a family.
I can second that. Like, I feel like definitely, like, I would never talk down on LA because, like, I moved here. So, like, the fuck I look like talking shit about something I moved to. You know what I'm saying?
And that's the one thing I feel like about someone who's an LA native always bugs me. And I feel like you could probably relate on this. People who move out here to LA and then, like, talk shit about LA. It's like, no one forced y'all to come out here. Like, y'all came out here.
But like,
ain't nobody put a gun to your head and told you to move out here.
I moved out here specifically. Okay, so like LA is definitely for the dreamers. Like, I see why they this is the city of angels. This is a city where people make it. I've known people that have moved here in a car and nothing else. Like, this city really breaks you and makes you. Like, that's that. Yeah.
And to the people who come out here and really cherish LA and like fuck with LA and do whatever the fuck they can, I respect y'all because y'all really come out here without nothing and make it work.
I think
but there be suckers that be out here and like watering this shit down. Like, you feel me? To where like, you feel me? Out of towners run into each other and then they're like, bro, LA fucking weak. You feel me? That's why I was saying
it's hard. It's the hardest.
Exactly
honestly, it's the hardest place. Like, as far as finances and stuff. Hardest place I've lived in, and I've lived out of the house since I was 18. So like, so reverting back and going backwards was very hard for me because it was so expensive here. I came here, I went back to living with like 6 girls and like some hostel type shit. Not hostel, but like basically lived in like a fucking sorority house. Like, I went from living on my own back to living with hella people to even afford it. I had a shared room. So that's what I'm saying. Like, it breaks you, but it also makes you, because I feel like since I've moved here, I've definitely become a more strong-minded person.
And on top of that, I mean, at least from where I'm from, and if you really, really know the city and know my city, like, it ain't no option going back home. You know what I'm saying? There is no, and since I left in my car on June fucking 1st, 2018, I swear to God, on everything I love, I would never move back to Milwaukee.
And I think those are the
never
people.
Been an option to move back.
Those
to
are the
Milwaukee.
people that cherish
facts. I'm gonna put on for my city. I'm always gonna rep my city. But myself and me personally, those are not my goals. That's not my dreams. I could never see myself
staying there. Yeah. And I think those are the people that cherish being in LA more, knowing that you could actually do something coming out here and like putting on for your city rather than like coming here.
Out here. There's endless opportunities.
Yeah. And that's like this is honestly, I'm gonna be honest, I'm probably fucking stay out here. My man, I'm gonna get married and he don't want to go nowhere else.
He a LA baby.
Yeah, and I'm more compromising. Like I'm the type of person like he's like I'm not like there's people that will never leave where they want to go, and he's one of those people.
Me.
Yeah, he's like I'm never leaving LA, so it's like either like you have to find someone who's okay with being here, or like you got to find someone new. You know what I'm saying? And me, I'm more okay with like conforming to like wherever I'm at. Like I've never been like a homebody type of person. I've always moved around, so that's never bothered me. But my man's a homebody. Like he likes being home, so like he could never leave. But like I definitely feel like raising the kids there would be obstacles because like it is harder. The school systems are way worse out here, and it's like the pressure of being an athlete in a high school to get to like a good high school here and like paying hella money is like very hard for kids. And then like you have 16-year-olds driving brand new Teslas, and then like you're there because you're on a football scholarship because you're a minority, but then you're walking around with all these other kids who have all these things, and it's like I just feel like don't get me wrong, I'm gonna be rich, but like I just don't want my kid to be feeling what I feel. I'm already 26. I feel like I have to look, I have to be a certain way. I have to try harder. I have to hustle. I don't want my kid to feel like that at like a young age, like she said. And I definitely feel like there's a different pressure here on kids to make it at a younger age.
So like when I first came around with like rents and shit like that, right? I came around when I was like damn near 19 years old. Like I ain't really had much to my name, you feel me? So coming around them, like I'm fucking with like real like top shotters, like you know what I mean, like people who like spend like stupid amounts of money on the stupidest things. You know what I mean? So it's like me being a kid around that time, and I was working at Starbucks. I promise you, anybody watching, you remember my face being over there, bro. I promise you. You feel me? Like I really used to
fuck
work
with
there.
it. Yeah,
I
you
used
get all my money.
That's what I'm saying. I used to give away hella shit. That's why niggas know me. But one thing that my cousin told me, my cousin LB, he really like he seen me like pay for stupid shit. Like when they would go to the Balenciaga store, I would buy Balenciagas, but he knew I didn't have it. Cause you feel me? Like this is before like I actually became in the gang and shit like that. And he was like, he pulled me to the side. He's like, bro, like I'll buy these. And I was like, all right, fuck it. I'm not gonna turn it down. And he was like, but you feel me? I want you to know, like, don't go broke trying to like keep up. You know what I mean? Like, don't go broke trying to keep up. Like, I'm gonna put you in position to win, but like, make sure you can buy it twice before you buy something.
And I wish we could really, go into depth about this, because our following episode after the episode we're going to drop with y'all is about Instagram versus real life. And this is really a lot of the shit that we are going to be talking about that, like in that episode.
Yeah.
So like the fact that we're touching topics now that we are going to be like talking about in the next episode just comes to show that like
It's such a
this goes for everybody. Yes.
Now I feel like, especially just for like if you're not, I mean, for us, especially like right here, Instagram, social media, and like it's a part of our lives.
Right.
We check it every single day.
Our generation for sure.
I get paid from like that's my job. You know what I'm saying? Like
Right.
as an influencer, as a model, like you only as good supposedly as how many followers you have, as much attention as you have. So it is a sad truth, exactly. So I mean, it just go with.
And I think for a lot of people, in like social media will either like make you or break you. So it's really about like how you see shit and what perspective you take it on from. You're either gonna like make something out of it, or you're gonna let it make you, and it's gonna affect you in the long run.
But sometimes, you feel me, like, not to knock social media influence or anything, because, like, sometimes it does work out for people. Yeah. But then there are the other ones who, like, you know, sell themselves out for it. And that's where, you know what I mean? So it's like, it's not as organic. Like, you're like, trying to pressure yourself into, like, buying these, like, updated clothes, jewelry, and shit like that for the gram, for the likes, before it even, like, really pops off for them. You know what I mean?
I love a good thrifting shift. You know,
yeah,
a good thrifting shopping spree. Why not?
And on a more positive note, what are some like achievements that you guys feel you guys have got out of, for you the music industry, for you the modeling industry? Like, what are some real big, like some real big things that you are proud of, that you're like, I did that?
I mean, to be honest, it's like being able to pay bills like through music and stuff like that. Like, I don't do anything besides make music, and you feel me? Like,
that shit.
Yeah, cause it's like, you know what I mean. Like, you check your like DistroKid or whatever your thing you're uploading through, and it's like, you know, you check your bank, and it's like, you feel me? They owe you money now, so like you can pull it out and stuff like that. So it's like where you can take care of bills that way. You know what I mean? It's like it's a different feeling, especially like doing what you love. Like I love doing music. I'm sure you love like being in front of the camera and like modeling and stuff like that. Cause you feel me? Like not only is it easy, well, I'm not gonna say it's easy, but like
When you love what you do, it's easy.
yeah, you know what I mean? Cause
Yeah.
it feels a lot
Rather
more
than
natural.
going to a 9 to 5 and
Ain't
having
no
being
way.
told
I knew
what
since
to
I was a little
do.
kid, ain't no 9 to 5 for me. I swear to God.
And not to knock anybody that has a 9 to 5
Cause y'all getting
down.
money, period.
Exactly. Like y'all gonna do what you want to do. The 9 to 5 life might be for you. It might not be for you. It's not to knock anybody down, but some people know that a 9 to 5 ain't for you, and that's just that. Some of you, for example, myself, might use a 9 to 5 to get to where you want to be. You're going to use that as a stepping stone and then just be like, all right, I'm doing this for the meantime so that I can put those funds into really doing what I want to do, you know?
That was me before. That was me pre-COVID. I had got like bomb jobs that was like about to put me in some good money. And then COVID happened and I was like, you know what I'm saying? Still making money, you know, still making this, still connecting with this, still. And then not after COVID, because COVID's still kind of going on, but like really getting used to it, I guess, and realizing like,
shout out to the pandemic.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just if you either gonna sit and collect whatever the fuck you can collect, or you gonna sit and make your bread.
Exactly.
And it just show what your character is.
It should have if the whole, I mean, it's different with everyone, like I said, but if the pandemic didn't bring like the hustler out of you, then you feel me, I don't know what else is gonna push you, because like I've seen people down and out, like, you know what I'm saying, and like still out trying to get it, like, you know what I mean, during this pandemic. So it's like I don't know.
I feel like with like I said before, like industry where both of you guys is like very saturated. Like everybody wants to be an artist now. Everybody wants to be a model. I feel like if you're making money from it, that's a good achievement on itself, because you have so many people out here trying to compete for the same thing. Art, like the creative industry, is very hard in general to make money from.
Yeah, for sure.
Like,
I mean,
they don't get enough credit. Creatives in general.
Yeah, no, definitely. And I'm never gonna say someone shouldn't follow their dreams. Like, if you want to do music, you should do music. If you want to be a model, be a model. But it's like, balance your lifestyle. Feel me? Don't
know yourself.
Yeah.
Know what you
feel me?
really
Balance it all out, because I'm telling you, it's.
And also, if you're gonna do it and you want to do this shit for you. Don't do it because other people are like influencing you to do it, or because you see other people doing it and you want to live their lifestyle. Like, it ain't gonna work out at the end of the day. Like, do this shit because do that shit because you truly want to do that shit and you feel it in your heart that that's something you want to do.
Yeah.
You know? We're going to go to the next question. We got a little deep for a quick second. we did. We went like up here, then down here. We went everywhere.
Okay, that's the best part.
All right. So, what would you guys say is an artist that you loved and you met, but they weren't who you thought they were?
Let me tell you, John Legend.
What?
He was mean as fuck.
No.
He probably don't remember my face. That's okay. But like, I loved this nigga. Like, he hit my soul. Like, when you're sad,
give me the cream.
Yes. Or like Beautiful People. Like, yes, like, bro. He was hella late, like 2 hours late. And then when he did enter, like, you get the passes to meet the fans, like the fans that paid to meet the fans, he was just so like
dry.
Yes, he was so like literally this was like he was like, oh hey, like you asked for a picture, sure. It was like he really didn't give a fuck, and it's like for someone who's so soulful, it really didn't make sense. Like you're talking about beautiful people, and you're not treating them like beautiful people.
What number fan? What number fan were you to meet him?
I mean, my actual brother-in-law, like he was working security, so like I kind of got a little hookup, but it was just like he was just so. Right.
Yeah, I mean,
right. When you're talking about that, like, this is beautiful people, all this other shit that you talk about, and then you literally do not give a fuck. Like, there's some artists where I expect that from. Like, I'm like, oh yeah, I've been to their concert. Like, I expect that. Like, cool. Right. I'm not tripping. But someone like
like John Legend.
Right. I really did not. Like, your wife's Chrissy Teigen. She wild as fuck. She say whatever to everybody, and then you just dry and rude as fuck. Like,
you gotta understand though. Like people like him, you feel me, who are like being held at a higher pedestal, because like obviously what he sings about and like what he stands for and stuff like that. I feel like it's harder for them because it's like every single second, every single day they're out in public, they have to meet that. So the moment that they don't, they drops automatically.
No, I definitely get.
You know what I mean? Especially like with like your man like being at the pedestal he is. It's like one like wrong bad fan interaction like on World Star can like really damage like for a cool like 2 weeks or something. You know what I mean? So it's like where you know that that's not his character. It could have been like some inside shit to where it's like it just fucked his mental up.
Right.
Or like he just wasn't having a good day, but he
Right.
has to be perfect for every single fan.
Right.
It's like we on fan like 2,000 and he's like shaking hands with, taking a picture. You feel me? Like I would, and this is just me coming from an artist perspective. Like I don't know if I can be perfect for a fan. I mean, you know what I mean? Every single second, every single day out in public. To where it's like now we get to come home and like unwind. You know what I mean? It's like that's where. Not to knock your story.
No, I definitely
feel
get
me?
that.
But,
I
like-
definitely get that. Like Justin Bieber, for instance, he's a good example. People like really said he was like so shitty in person, but like he was sick. Like that's why he stopped touring. Like I really keep up with like the music industry. Yeah, so like I definitely always put that in perspective with anybody, not even just
Yeah.
big music people every day. Like
Because it could be like, you feel
Right.
me, just like regular like celebrities like the Kardashians or like, you know what
Yeah.
I mean? Like, yeah.
no, yeah. I always am more of the defensive person when it comes to artists. Like people be like, "Why did this artist do this?" I'm like, "Well, why?" I'm always really like, I feel like I can always see the other side. I'm definitely a Switzerland type
Yeah,
of
for
person.
sure.
But yeah, he was just like, it was like because I was expecting him to be so happy, and maybe he did have a bad day, but like he was even talking to the bouncers like kind of crazy, like the people that were carrying him in. And like, it's like I do feel that like I feel like you shouldn't be judged. Like everybody, Chad Boswick, he died, and like people were like, why did he get so skinny? Like, bro, like why are you
Yeah.
commenting on his weight? Like,
Yeah.
why does that even matter? He's still a good
Exactly.
actor.
Exactly.
But yeah, so I do understand that part. So maybe he was having a bad day, but it hurt me a little bit.
No, yeah, you feel me? Which I respect. I respect.
And then for you, Nessa, on the other side, have you ever had like anybody who you've met who you're just kind of like, I fuck with you, but now that I met you, I don't really fuck with you?
Yeah, I'm real. I mean, I'm a Gemini. You know what I'm saying? I'm either I fuck with you or I don't fuck with you. And there's a lot of people within 2 seconds. I'm a real good energy. You know what I'm saying? Person, if I don't fuck with you,
If I don't,
that's it.
Match that or pass that. You feel me?
Period. Like I don't know. I mean, to answer your question, yes, but I'm not gonna say nobody specifically.
okay, that's fair.
Yeah.
Respect.
All right. And we're coming to an end now. We had a really good time, like chopping it up with y'all, getting both sides of like, just the artist side, dating the artist kind of stuff. And we know that both of y'all have like a lot of shit going on for yourselves. So what are some like upcoming projects that we should expect from y'all, or some stuff that you guys are working on that you want us to know about?
Are we
We're gonna
getting an
start with
album,
Nessa.
an EP?
Nah,
He said nope.
I got some singles coming out. It's just like albums, like it takes us so much money just to put behind, because like being independent stuff like that is like you got to put that money behind it to push and stuff like that.
Everything's gotta come from you.
So you feel me? Like whatever I put out, I want to make sure that I push to like the fullest extent and then move on. To where it's like an album, if it's like 16, I gotta push each 16 or the whole project in itself. You know what I mean? But I got like singles with like my nigga Craig, which is Roddy Rich's artist, or well, my next one that I'm gonna drop is the one with Bino Rideau. If you guys know what that is. So like we planning to shoot the video this
I'm
coming
so glad
month.
you said his last name because I never knew how to pronounce it.
Oh
I swear to God, I never knew how to. And I know people that's cool with him. They always just say
Bino,
Bino.
yeah.
Like, I'll never know how to
Nah,
say
yeah,
his
but
damn last
you
name.
feel me? Shout out to him, though. But yeah, for the most part,
Just more music coming from
more
you?
music coming soon.
Okay.
Love
and
that.
then Nessa, from you, what should we be expecting?
Lord. No, honestly, I'm definitely trying to tap in more with shooting and hopefully YouTube. But my number one thing that I've been focusing so much time and effort on is my skincare line.
Girl, I'm still waiting on that
James,
shit.
son.
Yes,
Oh,
I've been waiting.
I messaged you with the screenshot of the Snapchat
Yes.
you posted like 2
No,
months ago?
I love skincare. I'm all about skincare. The more, of course, that like I journey in my veganism, the more just like conscious I become about so many different things and beauty, health, wellness, all of that. So my skincare line is gonna be dropping soon. It's vegan.
Love it.
It's all vegan.
I've been
It's-
waiting for this shit.
I'm so excited too, y'all. So just bear with me because it comes with so much time and
Yeah.
effort.
What's it called?
I can't tell you that yet.
Ooh,
Like
that's
labs
cool.
and like
Yeah.
like test products and labs.
Yeah, Yeah. I worked with a couple companies, but I really found one that I really love. And they're all, like I said, all natural, all vegan. Everything about them is like super natural. So yeah, I'm real excited. It's just, it's very tedious, and I'm such a perfectionist. So it come with, I like this, but I don't like this, and I like this. So,
and it's better to take your time with it and actually get something that you like than to just rush it and get it out.
And I know that my people is gonna fuck with me at any time that I drop it. So regardless, I'm good.
Right, exactly.
And potentially a little, fashion line. But that's down.
We love
that's
to
down
see
the
it.
line too. And my man's dropping another album, but I ain't gonna say nothing else.
Bang that. Let me get a feature.
But until then, y'all can go ahead and stream Kiss 5. Thank you.
Yeah. Let me get a feature.
Well, like I said, it was such a great time having y'all here. You guys were so much fun. Your energy was definitely felt. We've never ended with a shot, but we can definitely do that.
She's starting new traditions over here.
Right.
John
New traditions over here, room 24.
If you're watching this, I still love you and pay for your music. And I understand if you had a bad day.
You see how I had your back, though? You see how I had your back? If you watching this, let me get like a hook. Or like,
Hit me up.
Something.
Everybody that's watching us needs to go comment happy birthday to my bitch Abby.
Exactly.
Yeah, say your Instagram.
Aries gang.
At Lil Abby Vert. Aries gang. Y'all know what the fuck it is.
That's crazy.
You're an Aries too?
My girl is, but I fuck with Aries though.
We crazy as fuck, but y'all love it. What's your sign?
I'm a
Libra. I fuck with Libras. My man's Libra.
I fuck with your little brother.
I fuck with your little brother too.
I'm weak as fuck. You poured this.
All right, guys.
This fast as fuck.
Hold on.
He's gonna put his water in there.
Cheers to Abby.
Thank
Happy
y'all. I
birthday,
need
baby.
that. That's why.
Yeah, but this one had liquor in it. That's why I don't drink out of this. It's alright. I took a shot with y'all in spirit though. And that's it for Room 24. You feel me? Stay tuned for next week's episode.
Stream us, subscribe, like all that shit.
Before we end, we're actually gonna do our small business shout out today. We're just gonna do the people that we have here with us today.
They are a small business.
_ arts lover, and yours was Maka.
2 underscores.
2 underscores and a T. We'll make sure to drop it down below. If you guys follow us on Instagram, we'll be posting them this weekend. So make sure you guys stay tuned for that. And yeah, just keep subscribing to us. Keep liking the videos. Let us know what you guys want to see. And yeah, just always know that we love you guys and we appreciate you guys. Thank you guys for watching.
Bye, roomies.